Delicious.
Quick story. Maybe the most embarrassing story that I could tell about a family member that doesn't involve sex or.
You have sex stories about your family?
Oh, of course.
Because I don't.
Bangs his mom on the regular.
Wrong! But my little sister.
Is that what they call the couch?
It's called Wednesdays. My little sister, the littlest one, I won't name her name, but she's the one that I just went to see get married in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Turkeys look like burned penises, right?
No, not at all. So, the little sister.
That thing under their chin's a ball sack, that's for sure.
That is absolutely true. Epiglottis?
Is that what it's called?
No.
It's called a cackle, right?
I don't know.
Gobble.
Tyler. So she back when she was 12 or 13, she was going on this vegan kick, and all animals should be treated with the same reverence that we treat human beings. And Thanksgiving comes around, which
isn't a lot, by the way.
Not a whole lot, yeah. When you think about it, Thanksgiving comes around, and it's all my Thanksgivings at my parents' house are always horrible and uncomfortable. Actually, a couple times the turkey has wound up in the trash before it was even cooked.
Me too, but
in the trash?
That's
really?
Never happened. No, but they're always uncomfortable.
Because it's always my dad wants to have it. No one else wants to have it. He kind of demands that my mom cook. He's watching football in the other room. Then he comes in and he starts, he'll work for 10 minutes and demand that celery go in everything. He knows that everyone hates cooked celery in the house except for him. And then he'll come in. He'll tell my mom she's doing everything wrong. He'll chop a bunch of celery and just toss celery and everything.
Celery sucks, man.
Celery, especially when it's cooked.
Yeah.
And then he'll go watch football.
I've been
and then he'll come
lately.
in.
I know it sucks.
And he'll micromanage and kind of give us jobs to do. And then he'll go back. This was years ago. And every single Thanksgiving, I'd be like, Dad, no one wants to do this except for you. So why don't you get in here and do everything? And then he would get in a giant rageful fight with me. Twice he took the turkey out of the fucking oven mid cook and says, You don't want Thanksgiving? No one wants Thanksgiving? Fine. He throws it in the trash.
So crazy.
And I'm like, awesome. Both times. I'm like, awesome. And I started taking all the condiments and throwing it on top of it, the chips and the stuffing. And then both times, the exact same thing happened. He's like, no! And he grabs the turkey out of the trash can, puts it back in the oven, and then tries to shoo me by physically.
So insane. It's so insane.
And then you guys still proceed to then sit down and have a meal?
Yes, with him raging. And
gross things stuck to the turkey from the trash can?
Oh, there's cigarette butts.
You washed it off a little bit. There's no one smoking.
Condom.
We all smoked, but it was the kids, and we smoked outside the range of the eyes of the parents, so they didn't see the smoke. It's not like we had ashtrays.
Isn't that unsettling, those kind of family altercations?
Oh, my God.
Because we have stuff like that, too, but it's never, no, it's been just as bad as that.
No turkeys in the trash.
No, we used
to videotape all ours, too.
Oh.
And it ends up with a
I hope
video
you still
camera
have it.
on its side.
I've solicited our listeners for awkward Thanksgiving stories. So those maybe some calls, just so you know.
Why is it tense to be with your family?
So, the most
Not
embarrassing,
you, but everybody.
The most embarrassing story to come out of the Cowan family Thanksgiving stories has to be my youngest little sister. She hates when I tell this story, but she never listens to the show.
Yeah,
I try and bring it up, when we're hanging out with friends and whatnot.
Is this the techno-loving Bush one?
No, that's the other one. That's a good one. Kidding, the littlest one. But I try and tell the story when there's a few of us hanging around, and people love this story, but she hates it still. She hates it to this day. So she's 13 or 14, and she's decided she's gonna be vegan. Let me just say, she's one of the smartest.
She wanted to make tofurkey.
One of the smartest people you could ever meet, but retarded. She's one of those people. She didn't drive until she was 26.
Perfect sense.
She didn't start driving until 26. But she tests off the chart. So she decided she could be vegan, and she was very upset that we're having turkey. And she just sits there pouting at the end of the table the entire meal. My dad's raging, he's yelling and screaming, and we're pulling cigarette butts, not quite, but we're pulling stuff off the turkey. And, my mom's just kind of crouching, and my brother is just sitting there silent because the only time he comes out of his room is for Thanksgiving because he's forced to. And I'm sitting there making jokes and making fun of my dad. It's just awful. My little sister is sitting at the end of the table, sitting there with her arms crossed going, I'm not having a piece. It's disgusting that you guys eat this. We should bury the remains. Just bury the remains.
Man.
We should name it and bury the remains, give it a proper burial.
Should have buried it before you cooked it, though.
Are you kidding me, Alicia? Oh, Jesus, I said her name.
Oh, that story's over.
So here's the payoff, though. So it's 3 a.m, right? And I'm sleeping off and drunk because I always got drunk at Thanksgiving. I had to. And I wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. And I can tell that the fridge is open. There's a light in the kitchen. So I stumble in there, and I see my little sister. She's crouching, and she's eating eating turkey meat. And it's her mouth is full of turkey meat like a chipmunk.
Busted.
And she just looks at me with wide eyes like a chipmunk. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
So
what
busted.
Are you doing?
So busted.
That's my
What'd
my
she
family.
say?
That
What'd
is
she
fantastic.
She couldn't say anything. Her mouth was full.
I'm sleepwalking.
Yeah.
That's what I would have
Ooh.
gone to.
She was like one of those kids that like wanted to be something, but she wasn't.
Yeah.
You know, like so many kids are.
I think most vegans are that. Not vegans, but a lot of vegetarians are that. I've met cute girls that are vegetarians and told them I was thinking about it.